Hi, how are you? Today I'm craving some Greek salad, and one of the favorite things that I put into Greek salad is my almond feta. I used to love feta cheese, so I found these recipes online, and I kind of tweaked them a little bit and kind of combined a couple of recipes, but I'm going to show you how I make mine and what I do to it, and then you'll see the end result. It's really good stuff. Also, I wanted to show you, I use my Pinterest board as my kind of collection for everything, and if you go to my Pinterest, it's under my name, Anneli Schmidt, or the right side of 50, you will find my nut cheeses vegan board, and the recipe is listed in here, and I find this is the best way of organizing all my recipes. Oops. So that's where I keep mine. And this is the one I'm going to use as a reference, and it's by Maple Spice and All Vegan Things Nice. And this is what I'll be making. This recipe is super simple with few ingredients. Almond flour. I used to get my own slivered almonds and then grind them in my blender, but now that I can find this at Costco all ground up, I just use that. Some water, garlic cloves, fresh lemon juice, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of olive oil, and that's it. I'm lucky enough to have a Vitamix, so I use that. And then the other thing the actual recipe calls for is to put a mix into a cheesecloth, strain it overnight, and then the liquid should drip out of it. But I never had that issue. No liquid ever came out. So now all I do is form it in. I use this little dish, put it in here, bake it, or else I just put it right on top of a parchment sheet. Shape it into whatever form I want and bake it, and I haven't had any issues, so I skip the whole straining overnight part, which is a bonus, because when I want this stuff, I want it now. Okay, so here's how to make the almond feta. Basically, it's your 1.5 cups of ground almond flour, then it's a 1/2 cup of just tap water, and then it's 1/4 cup of lemon juice. Now I've got this great little sifter that came for some loose leaf tea that I use just so I don't get the pits in when I'm squeezing my lemons, and I eyeball it, and sometimes I go a little bit over because I do like it a little bit tangy, and that's it. Now I would recommend sea salt. I put 1 1/4 teaspoons. I just use my tablespoon. I eyeball things quite a bit. And 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And as I was saying, if you don't have a Vitamix, it's a good idea to get the ground flour. That way, I don't know if a regular blender would grind almonds fine enough. Then 2 cloves of garlic. I think I've got 3 here. And also, I do put it through the garlic press, especially again if you don't have a heavy-duty blender. Do this so that you don't get little chunks of garlic in your feta. And then basically that is it for the ingredients. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't miss out any ingredients because there's so few in there that you don't want to skip a step. Basically then you're just going to blend it till it's a creamy consistency, and this is where the Vitamix comes in handy. If you don't have a heavy-duty blender, I do suggest using ground almond flour and putting your garlic through a press so you don't get any chunks of it at all. And that's the consistency that you want. This is perfect, smooth and creamy for a dip, or else just as like a topping on toast, like a cream cheese. And I just put it in a container. I don't strain it overnight in cheesecloth. I found no moisture came out of it at all. So this is it. And I decided to go for this pan because for whatever reason this time it's a little bit runnier. So I put it in here. I'm going to bake it for 40 minutes on about 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and then I'll show you how it is afterwards. Okay, here it is. It's been about an hour. I took it out of the oven in 40 minutes. This is what it looks like. It's got a bit of a golden top, and I'll cut into it and show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay, so here it is. Look at this. I just cut into it. It's really warm still, but it gets crumbly like this. And once it's really cooled, you can put it right over your salad or whatever you're eating, and it's delicious. Okay, well that was fun. That was my first cooking show for you. Now, I'm not a recipe developer. I don't do anything like that, but I like finding great plant-based recipes online, and some recipes that aren't plant-based, I veganize them myself. So I hope to show you more of those. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I've got the link for that recipe in the description. And in the future, I'll be making videos on plant-based eating, health, different things that you can do to keep yourself in good shape at our age and beyond. Have a nice day. Oh, 40 minutes. Okay, I'm done, but I have it still on. I have to turn it off.
Wait, did you just turn off my timer?
Oh, I did.
Oh, when did you turn it off? Oh, this thing's probably been on for forever now. When did you turn it off?
Just now.
What was it at?
I have no idea. Okay, we've got this drama.